Hi, I'm Joris and this is QBees Barbecue and Bakery. Today we're gonna cook my very first tomahawk steak on the big green egg. And as you can see, it's beautiful. It is an Australian grain-fed tomahawk steak, nice thick, nice long piece on the bone. We're going to do the reverse sear technique today. And I'll take you with me on this great journey of manly meat. Stop. So what is the reverse sear technique? Actually, it means that in the big green egg, we have created an indirect setup. Let me show you. Let me burp the egg first. Yeah, there we go. Now as you can see, I've got both deflector plates put in and I've got a drip tray in. So we catch all the fat dripping so my deflector plates don't get any dirt on them. So what do we do when the steak reaches our desired core temperature? We let it rest. We take the grates out and the deflector plates, and then we're gonna make the magic happen. Then we're gonna use our cast iron grates to get a beautiful sear and a beautiful crust on the beautiful tomahawk steak. So how are we going to season our tomahawk steak for our cook today? Well, as you can see, the tomahawk has a lot of intermuscular fat. The marbling on this steak is beautiful because it's been grain fed. So we're not going to do a lot to it, but it does need a lot of salt and pepper and perhaps even some bit of garlic. So let's get a coat on. Yeah. So first thing is to make sure that all the salt and the pepper stick. We're going to give it a coat of some olive oil. I'm using an extra virgin olive oil. You could use any kind of oil you like, as long as you create a binding. That's only the purpose of the olive oil, is to be a binder for our seasoning. So we got some olive oil on there. Now let's put on our salt. This is actually a smoked salt already, so it's gonna get a nice pungent flavor. It's a big cut of meat, so it's going to take a lot of salt. That will help with building up the crust. Let's flip it over. Don't forget, you need to do the edges. So that's our salt. Now let's put on some pepper. Make sure it sticks. Flip it over. Last but not least, let's put our garlic on. There we go. Now what I've got here is a tray of some butter, salt, pepper, fresh garlic, and thyme. During the reverse sear indirect phase, I will be basting the meat with this stick of thyme in the butter, giving it a little bit of extra juice and flavor. Because of the reverse sear technique, we want to keep an eye on our core temperature of this tomahawk steak. Now the way to do it is I use the meter probe. We stick the meter up until this notch inside this tomahawk steak, and we'll be monitoring it when it comes up to about 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which is roughly 45 degrees Celsius. This guy's ready. Let's put him on the big green egg. So now we got our tomahawk steak on the big green egg. We're having a nice white clear smoke. I think it's gonna take 45 minutes to maybe an hour for this bad boy to come up to temperature, we're looking for 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 45 degrees Celsius. To take it off, let it rest. Stick around. There's one more thing I forgot to mention to you guys. How warm do I have the big green egg for the first phase of our reverse sear? I forgot to tell you guys that I'm aiming for 250 to 275 Fahrenheit, which is roughly 130 degrees Celsius. So, point on that. So, time to baste this tomahawk with our butter mixture of thyme, pepper, garlic, and some salt. Oh. I feel like a Michelin star chef. Look at me. There we go. In about 20 minutes, we'll flip the tomahawk on the other side so we can baste the other side as well. So our tomahawk steak has reached 112, 113 degrees Fahrenheit, which is roughly 45, 46 degrees Celsius. So let's let it rest. Let's take it off. Oh, that looks simply amazing. So let's get our butter off. Now it's time to go into our last phase. So for the next phase, when we do the sear and get our beautiful crust on the tomahawk, I'm going to wrap the bone in some aluminum foil to protect it. I don't want it to get all black and charry, and this helps prevent that. So let's wrap that up in some aluminum foil. There we go. Now time to set up the egg for the sear. So now we got to take out our stainless steel grill grates. I always use my grill grippers for that. That's easy. Next, let's take out our drip tray and our deflector plates. Be careful, these things are screaming hot. And now if you take a closer look inside the egg, the coals are getting hot. You're going to put in our cast iron grill grates. Close them up. Open the egg on top. Open it on the bottom. And let that temperature rise up to anywhere between 500 and 600 degrees Fahrenheit, or roughly 275 to 300 degrees Celsius. So the egg is at our desired temperature. The tomahawk is rested. Now let's start grilling. Oh, this thing is screaming hot. Guys, we got our meter probe because that can handle that temperature. And listen to that sizzle. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's close them up. Give it a minute. Look at that crust bubbling. Oh my God. There we go. Flames licking that meat. Oh, we're gonna get crust. Oh my God. Here we go. Close them up. Oh, oh man, that is looking beautiful. Let's take a quick temperature measurement. Where are we? Yeah, still got some time to go here. Almost there. And while that's coming up, I am going to give it a little bit of extra butter juice. Oh my God. We are done. Time to get the tomahawk off the green egg. Look at that sizzle. Look at that crust. Let's give it a few more seconds. It is done. Time to let it rest. Oh dear, this is the most difficult part of making barbecue. Waiting and letting it rest. Yeah, that's well rested. Time to slice into it. So let's carve alongside the bone here. Oh my God. So let's move the camera up a little bit closer. Oh my God. Now that's what I'm talking about. Beautiful color, wall-to-wall pink. Now, look at that. That is so juicy. That is so beautiful. I gotta try this. Get some of that salt and garlic butter. Serious. Oh my God. That is so good. If you have the chance to get a tomahawk steak, do it. This is awesome. This is good for naan, or if you got a dog, but I think I'll chew on it. Wow. That's it. If you liked the video, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, then YouTube will tell you when I upload a new video. Thanks to everybody who has already subscribed. I've seen the last few weeks some small numbers increase on my subscriptions. So thanks for that. And until next time, keep grilling.